Stop. Don't scroll past this. Be still for a moment and listen, because this is not an accident. You didn't just stumble into this message by chance. Out of all the noise, all the distractions, all the voices competing for your attention, you are here right now for a reason. I brought you here. I slowed your steps. I quieted everything around you just enough so that you could hear me. Give me just 7 minutes of your time, not later, not when it's convenient, but now. Because what is about to begin in these next few moments is something your soul has been crying out for, even if you couldn't put it into words. You may have felt restless, unsettled, like something inside you has been shifting, but you couldn't explain it. That feeling is not random. That pull you feel right now, it's me drawing you closer. I see the weight you've been carrying, even the parts you hide from everyone else. I know the questions that have been circling your mind, the quiet sighs, the moments when you felt like no one truly understood what you're going through. And still, you kept going. Still, you showed up. But now, I am asking you to pause. Not because everything is falling apart, but because something is about to come together. These 7 minutes are not ordinary time. They are set apart. They are intentional. They are sacred. I am about to meet you right where you are, not where you pretend to be, not where others expect you to be, but exactly where you are in this moment. So don't rush this. Don't let your mind wander. Don't tell yourself you'll come back later. This moment is already aligned for you. You're something I want to release into your life, something that cannot wait until tomorrow. You've waited long enough. You've carried enough. And now, something within you is ready to shift. So stay here. Stay with me. Because what begins in these next few minutes will mark the start of your healing. You have been carrying more than anyone realizes. Even the people closest to you have only seen fragments, small pieces of what has truly been weighing on your heart. But I have seen it all. I have seen the nights when your mind refused to rest, when thoughts kept circling and sleep felt distant. I have heard the prayers you whispered quietly, the ones you weren't even sure would be answered. And I know the moments when you stopped speaking altogether, when you felt like explaining your pain would only make you feel more alone. You've been strong for so long, but that strength has come at a cost. There are parts of you that feel tired now, mentally drained, emotionally stretched, spiritually worn. You've tried to hold everything together, to keep moving forward, to keep believing, even when things didn't make sense. And yet, deep inside, there has been a quiet question rising again and again: how much longer? You smiled when you didn't feel like smiling. You've shown up when you felt like withdrawing. You've carried responsibilities, expectations, and silent burdens that no one ever asked you if you were okay handling. And somewhere along the way, you started to feel like you were walking this path alone. Not because you wanted to be alone, but because it seemed like no one truly understood the depth of what you were experiencing. The weight became familiar, almost like something you just learned to live with. But hear me clearly. This was never meant to be your permanent state. I know the confusion you felt. The moments when things didn't go the way you hoped. The doors that closed without explanation. The delays that made you question whether you were forgotten. You tried to make sense of it, to find meaning in it, but sometimes all you found was silence. And that silence, it felt heavy. It made you wonder if I was still there, if I was still listening, if I still cared about what you were going through. But I never left. Not for a single moment. Even in your quietest pain, I was there, closer than you realized. You've been holding emotions you didn't know how to release. Hurt that you buried. disappointment that you push aside, fear that you tried to ignore, and over time, it built up inside you layer by layer. But I see through every layer. I understand every unspoken feeling. And nothing about your struggle is hidden from me. And more importantly, none of it hath been meaningless. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are not failing because you are tired. What you've been carrying would have broken many, but you are still here. Still listening. Still searching for something more. And that matters. It tells me something within you is not given up. Even now, as you hear these words, there is a part of you that is still holding on, hoping that something can change. And I want you to know, your hope has not been misplaced. Something has already begun. Even before you pressed on this message, even before you realized what you were feeling, a shift started taking place around you and within you. You may not see it yet. You may not fully understand it. But that quiet stirring inside your spirit, that unexplainable sense that something is different, that is not your imagination. That is movement. That is alignment. That is me working in places you cannot yet see. This is why you cannot leave right now. This is why these moments matter more than you realize. Because what is unfolding is delicate, intentional, and perfectly timed. If you walk away too soon, you risk missing the very thing you've been asking for. Stay with me. Stay present. Because these next moments are not just words, they are keys. And something within you is about to unlock. You've been waiting for change, but what you didn't realize is that change doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it begins in silence. Sometimes it starts in a moment just like this, when everything seems still on the outside but everything is shifting on the inside. Right now, there are things being rearranged on your behalf. Paths are being cleared. Weight is beginning to loosen its grip. And even though your circumstances may look the same, they are not the same anymore. There is a reason you feel drawn to keep listening. There is a reason something in you is saying, don't skip this. Don't rush this. That is not coincidence. That is divine urgency. Because what comes next is connected to everything you've been carrying. It is connected to the questions you've been asking, the healing you've been needing, the peace you've been searching for. But here is what you must understand. This moment is a doorway, and not everyone chooses to walk through it. Some hear and move on. Some feel and ignore it. But you are still here. And that matters. That means something inside you recognizes that this is different. That this is not just another message you scroll past and forget. This is personal. This is intentional. This is for you. Do not let distraction pull you away now. Do not let doubt whisper that this is just another passing moment. Because it is not. You are standing at the edge of something you have been waiting for longer than you realize. And what happens next depends on your willingness to stay, to listen, and to receive. I am already moving. I am already working. And in just a few moments, you will begin to understand why everything had to happen the way it did. Stay with me because the answer, the release, and the beginning of your healing are closer than you think. Now listen closely, because this is where everything begins to make sense. What you thought was delay was never delay. What you felt as silence was never absence. And the pain you have been carrying was not punishment, it was preparation. Every moment that confused you, every door that closed, every time you wondered why things weren't moving forward the way you expected, it all had purpose. You were not being overlooked. You were being positioned. You see, there were parts of you that needed to be strengthened, areas of your heart that needed to be reshaped, and patterns in your life that needed to be broken before you could step into what was truly meant for you. If things had happened the way you wanted, when you wanted, you would have walked into it unprepared, and what was meant to bless you could have overwhelmed you instead. So I held things back, not to deny you, but to protect you. Not to frustrate you, but to form you. Those nights you cried, they were not wasted. Those moments you felt alone, you were never alone. I was there, working beneath the surface, aligning things you couldn't see, strengthening you in ways you didn't recognize at the time. Even when you felt like you were breaking, something deeper within you was being built. And now, you are not the same person you were before. You have grown, even if it didn't feel like growth. You have endured, even when you thought you were at your limit. And this is why your healing can begin now. Not later. Not someday far away. Now. Because you are ready in ways you didn't realize. The weight you've been carrying, it doesn't have to stay with you any longer. The confusion that clouded your mind, it can begin to clear. The heaviness in your heart, it can start to lift. This moment is not just about understanding your past, it is about stepping into your release. I am bringing peace into the places that felt restless. I am restoring strength where you felt drained. I am replacing the anxiety, the doubt, the fear, with clarity, with calm, with assurance. You don't have to keep holding everything together by yourself. You were never meant to carry it alone. This is the moment where you begin to let go and allow me to take what has been weighing you down. Feel it even now, as you listen. Something is shifting. Something is loosening. That tightness you've been carrying, it's starting to break. A heaviness, it's beginning to lift. This is not your imagination. This is your healing beginning. And from this moment forward, things will not feel the same. Because you are no longer standing in the same place. You are stepping out of what held you and into what is restoring you. Now stay in this moment just a little longer. Don't rush away from what is happening inside you. What you are feeling right now, this calm, this release, this quiet shift, it is real. And it was meant for you. You didn't arrive here by accident, and you are not leaving this moment the same. Something has already begun within you, something that will continue to unfold even after this ends. But I want you to respond to it. Not out of pressure, but out of alignment. Whisper it if you need to, or type it as a declaration. My healing has begun. Let those words settle into your spirit, because they are not just words, they are truth taking root inside you. Carry this moment with you. When doubt tries to return, remember this feeling. When heaviness tries to come back, remind yourself that something has already shifted. You are no longer in the same place you were before these 7 minutes. You are moving forward now, lighter, clearer, and no longer holding everything on your own. And as you go, know this: I am still with you. I will continue what I have started. Your healing is not temporary. It is unfolding, step by step, moment by moment. And as this healing begins to flow in your life, hear this invitation as part of that same divine movement. When you choose to give, you are not supporting a channel. You are opening a river so that others, just like you, can encounter this same healing presence. As it is written, give, and it will be given to you. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This is not distant words, this is me speaking life directly into your obedience right now. If your heart is stirring, say within yourself, I will be a vessel for this work, and let that decision move you into action. Your giving becomes a seed, and that seed becomes light in someone else's darkness, oil in someone else's emptiness, a voice reaching someone who feels unseen. Do not delay what I am placing on your heart. This moment is not coincidence, it is appointed. There are lives waiting, souls ready to be touched, and your response helps carry this message further than you can see. You will find the PayPal link in the description, and even a QR code within this video. These are not just tools, they are pathways for you to participate in something eternal. As you give, I will multiply back into your life in ways you cannot measure. Peace will meet you, provision will follow you, and what you release will return to you, greater than before. So act now. Step into this moment. Give, and become part of the healing I am pouring out into the world.